I think dopamine is a serious problem in today's generation, brother. I think I have an addictive personality. If you have an addictive personality, you might relate to this, but I was exposed to the adult content, this and that and the third, and I think it's very common for a lot of people to go down that route, especially with the new age of the internet. Kids nowadays are exposed to this stuff really, really young, and I thought that it was lust that was the problem. I realized, though, that lust is just a part of the problem. And the bigger issue is dopamine. You feel good when you have high dopamine, and it makes you want that thing more and more. Right now I'm really into like SR, like semen retention and self-improvement. And I would watch these videos of people doing the things that I was supposed to be doing. And it would make me feel like I'm doing them too. Like I'm having some kind of sense of accomplishment watching other people be disciplined or talk about the benefits of SR, or just basically you're giving yourself this idea that you're actually doing something when you're not doing anything at all. I felt like that cycle was the same thing online, especially when I was watching content that was like, oh, the benefits of this after this many days. And I had to sit back and be like, well, I could sit here and just binge watch all this content and just mentally jerk myself off and feel like, oh, I'm making progress towards something. I could just experience it in real life instead of living vicariously through these parasocial relationships. One thing I realized was that being normal, or going back to a state where you're bored, think about it. This technology and stuff, we're not built for it, bro. It's very manipulative. The algorithm puts you exactly where it wants you. It keeps you hooked for hours. You get rewarded for consuming and consuming and consuming. And you don't even realize how much time has gone by, right? Your screen time jumps up to 6 hours a day. You're burnt out. And now the only thing you want to do is scroll. I guess the biggest issue is just feeling like you're hooked on stuff. You're hooked on this dopamine release. Maybe it's more so being in your head too much, or not feeling like things are going your way in life. It's causing you to escape. I felt like when I was hyper stressed, escape was the best solution, because it's temporary and it's easy. Maybe you're just hiding from something super uncomfortable that you don't want to face. So scrolling and just being a mindless consumer, it kind of relieves that itch. Because the truth is, bro, sometimes it's just hard to just get any kind of progress. So the easiest path is just to pacify your brain from the stress. Was it Neville Goddard? Maybe. It was one of the mind is the power of the universe guys. And he was basically saying most of the world's problems come from people not being willing to sit in boredom. And he was basically saying that if you were to put away 30 to 60 minutes to just sit in silence, you would be able to resolve a lot of the issues that come up in the back of your head and in your life.
30 to 60 minutes. Most people in our society have never sat quietly for 30 to 60 minutes in their entire lives. Yet I will tell you this method works 100% of the time. That any problem that you have, any difficulty, any challenge, any goal that you want to accomplish, if you'll go into the silence and sit quietly and then listen to the still small voice within, this is the key. You will find that at a certain point, probably at about 25 to 30 minutes, your mind will go completely clear. And then a flow of ideas will start to flow into your mind. You'll feel energy welling up inside you. And at a precise moment, as you sit there in complete silence, no cigarettes, no coffee, no music, nothing, just complete silence, at a particular moment, your mind will go clear, and wham, exactly the answer you need will come at exactly the right time. And if you will get up and go and carry out that answer, it will turn out to be exactly.
I think that for the most part, we have the answers. I think you know what you have to do, right? But it's easier to just throw that responsibility somewhere else and just be like, you know what, I'll watch a video about it. I'll learn more about it. I'll prepare myself more for it. But I think honestly, like, you probably have done that enough. How many more workout videos do you need before you just make a workout plan? Oh, best workout for abs, how to get abs in 6 months, right? And then you fall into this rabbit hole where you're watching like 10 abs videos. You're procrastinating because it's uncomfortable, bro. You're gonna have to lay down and do some crunches. Eventually, maybe we should go back to that. You know, be intentional with the videos. Some content monitoring system so that we don't binge watch content, right? There's extensions like Unhooked. Use that one. It's an extension. You have to manually look up the videos you want. You go onto these platforms and it's like you open the web page and then there's like a list of videos. It's like 20 minutes go by and then, you know, the suggested video is like top 20 anime betrayals or something. I don't know. And then you watch that one. 4 hours go by and then I ask you like, hey, what video did you watch? And you're like, I don't know. I don't remember, bro. I bet you don't remember the best video you watched 5 days ago. I'll put money on that, right? You gotta look up your search history. Oh, what did I watch? I don't know, I think it's important to do like a dopamine detox. Like, I know you can't fully detox your brain of dopamine, but like just taking time away from, or just stepping back and be like, dude, like, what am I actually watching? Like, what am I actually doing? I think it's good to have that available to you. And then you're gonna be like, oh, Michael, I wanna relax. I wanna wind down after a long day. Just go to bed. Go to bed, bro. You don't need to doom scroll until 2 in the morning to feel relaxed. Just turn the lights off, lay down, like breathe, and then go to bed.